I will show you how to get to the best version of yourself. Are you tired of being stuck? No matter how hard you try, all the self-help book you read, the self-improvement channel you're watching, and you try to put it into work, but it doesn't seem like it lasts. It will go on for a day or two, sometime a week or two, and then you turn back to square one. Is old habit really die hard? Are you just average? Maybe you're not supposed to do bigger things in life. Maybe these habits are not just habits. They are just who you are. So you remind yourself that it's okay to be this way. You're not going to be another Oprah, Adele, or Beyonce. So why even try? I'm not asking you to be like Adele, Beyonce, or Oprah. But I'm asking you, are you even the best version of yourself yet? If not, then what are you doing being here? And if tomorrow is your last day on earth, you are not going to be happy because you know that your potential hasn't unleashed yet. And you're just wasting another day of living. This video is not for everyone. Now, only if you are the person as I described where you've been trying your best. Why can't you stop getting distracted? Why can't you stop spreading yourself thin? If this sounds like you, I have a solution for you. If you do as I say in this video consistently for 6 months and you are not going to change, nothing changed. You don't improve, you don't become better, then you can give up on your life. You can call yourself a loser. Or you can come back to this video and leave a comment calling me a loser. And I'll be okay with that. Because I know it's not going to happen. I know if you follow this video and you do everything as I say, your life will never be the same. But are you ready for it? Do you really want it? You will have so much respect for yourself. The type of respect that you will never think you'll gain. You can turn your life around and get ahead of 99% of people out there. You will gain so much focusing skill, discipline, the type of discipline that only in the people that you admire have. You will build such strong foundation that no one or nothing can break you after this. This is not for the weak. It's not for the people who let me give it a try and then back out after a week or two because they missed their party life, because they hit a few bumps on the road. Think clear. Do you want to evolve or do you want to remain? In this video, I will share with you what is monk mode, how to do it, what you must do, how it will change your life. My own experience in the last 3 months, the positive and the negative, because I don't just want to sugarcoat it and make it look so good. It's hard, it's tough, but is it worth it? And why I would continue to do this, and not just this year, but many years or any time that I need to take myself off from the world and go into my inner world. I sincerely ask you to stay through and watch until the end of the video. I myself have to watch many monk mode videos so that I can get the motivation and the courage to start and stay committed. You will need this. Hi, it's your friend Delilah. I am here to tell my story and upgrade myself so you can upgrade your life. Let's dive right in. As usual, here are the chapters. What is monk mode? Everybody have a little bit of different definition, but for me, it would be that you are getting into an isolation time where you cut up all outside stimulation, all unnatural dopamine, and just purely focus on your goals, projects, your work, and your inner self. Connect to your higher self, your God, whoever you believe in. This is an extreme protocol. It takes a lot of patience, take a lot of sacrifice, because you no longer get to go party and go out there and see a lot of people. It takes a lot of discipline, but in the return of that, you will see crazy growth and you will have the courage to face a lot of challenges in life later on. So everybody have different rules, so you can definitely adjust the list to make it your own rules. But for me, I have a pretty strict rule list, and I'm gonna tell you, here are my rule list. I'm gonna go in order from morning to night so it's easier for you guys to understand. It would be waking up early, as in 5 to 6 a.m. Now, this might be normal for other people, but me, before, I was never able to wake up that early. So, oh my gosh, it's a life-changing experience to get up so early every day, especially not for work because I'm working from home. It takes a lot of discipline, especially in the winter and it's cold outside and the bed's always seducing you to come back with the blanket so warm. Second thing is cold shower or ice shower. For me, it's depending on the day. Some day I feel like I need a little extra dopamine. I would add more ice into the shower and just pour it on my body. Reason why I do this is because it would really give me the feeling of achievement, of accomplishment, that I already doing the hardest thing in the winter morning, pouring ice on my body. There's nothing else that I cannot do for the rest of the day. It's definitely for my mental, but because I'm working out so much, it also helped a lot with my muscle ache and everything else. And then after that, I would do my face beauty routine. So I would use all kind of beauty tool because I used to be in the beauty business, and just lift my face up because gravity always pull your face and everything else down. That's why we get sag the older we get. So I fight gravity and I pull everything upward. And at the same time, I would listen to morning affirmation or motivation that would pump me up and get me going and ready for the day. The next thing is meditate and journaling. In the beginning, I wanted to meditate 1 hour to 2 hours a day, but then I find out that that's a lot of time that I will have to sacrifice for my other work, and I would consider reading a form of meditation as well. So I would meditate for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I would journal down. This is so important, and I was very lazy to do this before, even though it's something that I try to do at least a few times a week. But at this point right now, I try to do it every day because it's so important to know down not just your process, but release your emotion. Journaling is like having your own therapist. And then sometimes when you have so many emotion and feeling, you don't know who to talk to, releasing it out on a piece of paper could really lift your mood up and change you into a new person the next day. In the future, when you read that again, you'll be so proud of yourself for seeing how far you've come. And for meditate, it helps us with clarity, creativity, connect to your higher self. The point of getting into the monk mode is to connect so that you can always trust your instinct, trust your gut, or having the guidance that you need. After this, I would block out my schedule for 5 hours straight, 4 to 5 hours, and just straight up focus on the work that I need to do. Either reading, studying, learning, listening to podcasts, or doing the work projects. And I would let nothing distract me. You might think, oh, 4 or 5 hours, that's just like normal work time when I go to work. But no, if you go to work, there's still people out there and you still occasionally looking at your phone or looking at the TV or watching things go around you. But if you just purely focus on work for 4 to 5 hours, do you know how much work you could get done? It's insane, the amount of work and focus that you can put yourself through within 4 to 5 hours straight. And then I'm sure you haven't heard me talk about a phone. No phone at all. So during this 4 5 hour and then the whole morning routine, I would not touch my phone unless if I need to listen to meditation or motivation. You don't look at your message. You don't look at your social media. That leads us to the next one. You must take yourself off social media. The point of going into monk mode is to detach yourself. If you always be scrolling to see how everyone else doing and checking out people's life, that's not at peace. That's, still trying to get yourself into other people's business when you should be worrying about your business. And then next one is no party. So I would tell all my friends, hey, I cannot come out for the next 6 months. And it was hard at first because they're like, but my kid's birthday, my husband's birthday, or my birthday. Sorry, I just can't. I have to do this for myself. If your friends are really your friends, they would understand for you and they would respect you. They would support you. In a way, this is how you filter out your good friend that will stay with you and support your growth. And next thing is no gatherings. So try to limit down social gathering unless it's really support your purpose. Let's say I would still go out to family gathering at time. I try to cut it down as much as possible. If it's too big, too long, then I'll just excuse myself and leave early. Or if there are any meditation center and I want to join, it has to be really aligned with me. The next one is I would go on a very healthy diet. A lot of people would go vegetarian or vegan during this time. And I try to have some weeks where I do vegan and vegetarian. Some week I would do fruit diets only. But it's just because I'm still training my body and I feel like, okay, to be honest, I feel like I need to at least eat good. Now, eat good doesn't mean you're eating junk food, you're eating bad snacks, but still, like, I would still want to have certain satisfy of craving. Let's say I love salmon, I love sushi, and it's just really, really hard for me to just force myself to not eat those stuff. But then I stay with organic, whole food, and healthy food that will nurture my body. Drink 4 bottles of water a day, at least 3 liters. Okay, normally we drink about 2 liters. That's really good, but I want you to extend it to 3 liters. So we really need to detox our body and get ourselves into becoming our best version. Next thing is quit drinking, quit any supplement that are not good for you. If you're smoking weed or cigarettes, it gotta be out. I haven't touched a drink for over 3 months now, and I'm really, really, really proud of myself because I was a drinker, and sometimes I would have so many hangover to the point I couldn't tell between I'm just getting tired or I wake up hangover. It's the same thing. Headaches and, not wanting to do the work of the day. So no drinking at all, not even a little bit, not even just a sip. I do have non-alcoholic beer at home just so that I can eat with some of my food. And let's say I'm eating sushi, I like to have some of my beer, and it tastes like beer, but it doesn't have any alcohol in it. And that's just make me happy already. It make me realize I don't need alcohol. Quit any unnatural dopamine. I'm talking about porn, junk food, scrolling on social media, or just scrolling on your phone aimlessly. Anything that is not natural, that take away your peace. And then next thing is work out 5 to 7 times a week. In the beginning, I wanted to do every single day, but I find it sometimes it's a little bit too much for my body. So I would take a walk instead if on the day that I don't really want to work out or just swing my body back and forth. Just doing anything, get my body ready. And this is for my mental health, and it gives you the strength and the energy to go through the day. Because let's be honest, even though we're not really going out there and associating and going party and working, but this takes a lot of energy to just stay so centered and grounded as well, and just focus intensely on the work that you need to do. Next one is to limit down Netflix and TV. This is tough for me because sometimes when I watch Netflix, I can literally run a marathon on it. That means I can watch it for days, like from episode to episode, from season to season. But at this point right now, I would allow myself sometimes to watch 1 or 2 episodes when I already finished my whole work during the day. And on the weekend, I would allow myself to watch more because I'm already done with all the work. Now, if I still have a lot of work to do, then I would not watch Netflix at all, because this is a way for me to reward myself at the end of the day. So I look forward to it. Therefore, I get my work done. It's my ADHD thing. And this one is very important. Connect to Mother Nature. I'm guilty of not being able to do this every day. Sometimes I just get really stuck into the routine and I forget. But on the weekend, I try to at least spend 1 whole day outdoor and connect with Mother Nature and get yourself really recharged for the next week. Very important to make no excuse, you guys. There will be time, I understand, as a woman, I have my days. Even men too, they have their days. And burnt out did happen to me, and I will go detail into it later. So when you feel burnt out and you just feel like you really need a rest day, take the rest day off. But I don't want you to use that as an excuse that, oh, maybe I need a little bit more time. Let's go for 3 days, because 3 days will turn into 5 days and 7 days. Next thing, you ruin your whole process. But in the meantime, Every time that you don't blame yourself and you come back, you will build that strength and you will trust yourself. You will respect yourself more because you can see how much you're doing it, how much that when you say you do it, you will do it and adapt to a new lifestyle. Let's talk about why I started this monk mode. Just like you, maybe some of you who watched this video, I was lost. I was looking for a solution. It's like I know myself. Now, I'm not being all big head and ungrateful about what I already have, but I feel like if we are given a life and we are not exploring our full potential, then we are being ungrateful for being given this life. If you are a Ferrari, for example, but you just been locked in a garage, yeah, you are still a Ferrari that never move, but you never get to experience what you are designed to do. Are you really living your life to the fullest? When people tell me you do everything all the time, oh my gosh, you change many jobs and you already, kick ass at everything you do, you should just take it easy on yourself. But that's their advice against their own life. That's their own movie. You should know yourself and you should know what you're capable of. I know I didn't hit my potential. I know that I have more to give. I'm not asking you to be a movie star, to bring home millions of dollars every month, but I'm asking you to have the courage to start your own movie, to push to your fullest potential so that you don't live another day in regret. So to go detail into this, I'm going to be honest. I was so easily distracted. I was addicted to my phone. I was a slave of my phone. It didn't work for me. I worked for it. I can't believe I'm admitting this, but it's the truth. And I have ADHD, so I can't stand on doing one task at a time. I would constantly jumping from one task to another, one thought to another. But it's a lot less now that I've been in this monk mode. Now, this is not just a curse, it's also a blessing because people with ADHD, we are so creative. We just have to use our creativity, put it in the right source so that we can bloom to the right potential that we are. And I was addicted to social media. I don't even care. I just go on my phone and scroll. I don't even know what I am scrolling for. I don't even know what I'm looking at. But yet I let everything get into my head and just looking at everyone's live, and next thing I go cuckoo in my head. I can't say no to any party or gathering. If someone invite me, I go to their birthday. The next person invite me, I will feel bad if I don't go because they're friends or something like that. I understand as human living, we need connection. We need social interaction. But if you are over crossing your line to the point all you do is having social interaction, and when you come home, you have nothing for yourself. You have nothing left for your family and for your pet, for your kids. Are you really living your life for yourself? Think about that one. I couldn't be disciplined. No matter how hard I try, how many books I read, it would get a little better and then it got worse. And then I just go in this roller coaster like this. Like I mentioned earlier, it's okay to take a day break, but sometimes I would make an excuse and take the whole 3, 4, 5 days break. I know that I'm slowing myself down and I'm slowing my process down and I'm slowing my own purpose down. But there's nothing I can do about it. And I keep going to the cycle like that. Procrastination was just a daily thing for me. All the important projects that are harder, I just push it to the side. And I just do the easy task first. And I was tired of it. I was tired from hiding from my own bullshit. And that led to doing everything half-assed. Even though I know that my potential is good and I can do a lot more than that. But I'll just finish it up. It's okay, it's finished. That's good enough. You can totally tell when someone doesn't put their whole full potential into the work that they do. That's why they are inconsistent. And I was just tired. I was just tired of being the same. I truly want to change. But change is so uncomfortable that I just go right back to where I was. I would just keep repeating like that for the longest time. And I could not give myself the respect that I deserve because of how I perform in life. because of what I'm capable of doing, yet I won't do it. I hated the hamster wheel that I was in. This is when I know that's it, now or never. It's time to make the sacrifice. It's time to do the thing that I've been wanting to push around and go into this monk mode. And it is the best decision that I've done in 2024. So let's talk about how it changed my life. Because I've been in it for 3 months, I'm gonna go from first month, second month to third month, the pro and con. Because I don't want to just give you guys the positive. Then you guys gonna expect it. It's all gonna be rainbow and flowers. I will share with you the gloomy days as well. But those gloomy days are very much needed. Because no rain, no flower, remember that. So for the first month, let's go to the consequences first. I miss my friend like crazy because I always see them every weekend, maybe even more than that. The old habit kick in was like, hey, sleep in a little bit more. Hey, you don't have to meditate that long. Hey, check your phone a little bit. But I try to remind myself, and of course there's no other distraction, so you have no choice. Like, hey, you get into this monk mode, what are you gonna do? Just distract yourself? So then I would go back to focusing again. Sometimes I would snoop and try to see how everyone's life is doing, because I secretly miss it. But then I'm like, no, let's not do this. What is your purpose? So the pro is I never enjoyed such beautiful little things in life. Even a sunset at a park, it makes me feel like I was in another country. It was so beautiful and mesmerizing. I haven't felt that feeling in a long time because we are so easily stimulated by everything in life. We are so hard to be stimulated. When we walk to a beautiful park, our mind's elsewhere, thinking about the next party we gotta attend, thinking about the lunch tomorrow. And you don't really see the beauty of the things in front of you. I felt like a kid in high school again. The connection to my higher self was on the next level. I mean, if you're not talking to anyone, you're just by yourself and you just meditate, you will connect with your God, Buddha, or your higher self a lot more. You can hear the message in a lot more wisdom. I was expecting it, but it was even much more powerful than what I was expecting. So that was really great. And I felt so happy. With such little things in life, anything would make me happy. Like I finally can look at my pet and enjoy them instead of one hand touching them while one hand is scrolling on my phone. Life started to be different for me. The second month came, I experienced burnt out. But on the other hand, the growth was significant. For the consequences, I start to expect the result. So this is what happened when you have so much expectation, it comes with disappointment. A little bit over a month in and I'm like, oh, how come I don't feel like my project is moving as fast as I expected? In my head, I was expecting lightning speed, but the only thing was growing fast was this. This is the control for everything, If your brain is growing, everything else eventually will. I was losing patience. FOMO happened because this is a time where it's close to Chinese New Year and I was hearing the firework everywhere and I'm just like, oh my gosh, everyone is out with their family and friends and they go into the temple and they enjoy themselves. I got over it real quick and remind myself my purpose and keep going. And next thing is I would fall back. Sometimes I would wake up so late. I would cut myself scrolling again and have to constantly discipline myself and tell myself to stop and then hit the restart button. This next one, I don't even know if I should put it in the pro or con, but I face a lot of darkness. I mean, when you are by yourself, there's a lot of healing that will come up and you will be like, whoa, where did that come from? All these triggers, and that's how my last video, Fear for Avoidance, came out. I had to face with myself and my own demon. But in the meantime, it's a lot faster to heal because there's nothing to distract you. You can't just take off and go party and have a drink to forget about it. You must work on it. So it's tiring, but it feels released and free after that. I became so brave, you guys. I had a YouTube channel that had, pretty good number of subscriber, but because I start making funny skits, so I start attracting an audience of people who like my sense of humor, funny skits. But then I realized this is not my purpose. I created the YouTube channel so that I can spread message. But then I found a way that I can get more subscriber. So I slowly turning my niche and get out my authenticity, although I did enjoy to make it, but it's not my purpose. So as much as I gain so many subscribers and I have so many views, all my self-improvement video were not being watched on that channel anymore because YouTube is not pushing out anymore because they just keep pushing out a funny content. I decided to open this YouTube channel with 0 subscriber. And this time I didn't even share with any friends or family. I just let the channel grow on its own, and I'm just happy because I would never, the old me would not have the balls to do it because I'll just be like, why would I give up something that is not broken? Like, why am I just continuing to be comfortable in it? There's more subscriber over there. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to do what I think is the best for me, and I don't mind starting over again because this time I'm not starting from scratch. I'm starting from experience. That's the mindset change. The next thing is I start to see changes in my body. With all the good food that I eat and all the water that I drink, my skin looks so much better and I feel stronger. I have so much more strength to be at the gym 5 to 7 days. I have to. I must because it's a thing on my list. So then I was like, wow, this is really big change that I haven't seen in a long time, maybe in my 20s. I start to really like this lifestyle. And I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to go back to be normal again. This monk mode is really serving me well. And I can feel like I can really surrender. I stopped looking for the destination. I was enjoying the journey. I was content where I am, but yet I still yearn to grow. And this is a mindset that's really hard for me to gain when I'm always around other people and comparing myself to others. And it's very powerful. For the 3rd month, which is this month, I start loving it. I have no more thoughts of FOMO. I don't even have the thought of wanting to get out or if I am that curious about anybody else's life anymore. The consequences is still I had moments where I doubt myself. What if I got out of this and nothing happened? Just beside the fact that I've grown and I learned so much, change, have a new life, a new habit. What if my success is not here? But then I remind myself, remember why you get into this for. You get into this to build this and to love yourself, gain more knowledge. So whatever it is, you need to just feel confident that it's on your way and it's divine timing. Don't try to control what is not in your control. I'm able to remind myself to snap out of it every time. And then this is another consequences that is kind of scary because I start to feel like, I don't know if I want to go back to the normal life. I don't know if I want to associate with a lot more people like before and always out gathering and partying. And it might sound like it's good, but it could be unhealthy in a way because we are human. We need human interaction. And then I remind myself, it's okay. You'll ease yourself back when you go out there. So don't worry too much about it. Just focus on now in the present moment. And there's so many pros in this 3rd month, is I did a detox cleanse and I literally cleaned all my guts. And I feel like because my gut is now brand new, my mind is brand new again. I went to a 5-day cleanse with a monk, just drinking juice and detox out a lot of things. And I can talk about that in another video, but it was so powerful. It was crazy. And my relationships are definitely better. Me and my partners are doing a lot better. Relationship with myself is a lot better, and my family, my mom, and I just feel closer to her than ever. So I think this is going to help you with whatever relationship that you are closest to, instead of the relationship that you on Facebook with, on Instagram with, which are not really relationship that you should be focusing on. I feel smarter in every single way, every single day. Seriously, I do. And I have so much more confidence in myself because I see what I've put myself through and the level of respect I have to myself. I've never had this type of look when I look at myself in the mirror. Like seriously, I freaking love myself. I love that girl from the mirror. Not in a narcissist way, but in a way where it's like, you deserve it. You earn my respect, girl. And I can see that I am really on the way and I'm getting closer to becoming the best version of myself. The gap between me and her is getting close up. And I know that this is going to be the new me even when I get out of monk mode. And that made me realize that I'm not only going to do this year and I'm going to continue from now on whenever I feel the need to really detach and find myself again. I would say the growth within this 3 months is equal to 9 months, if not a year of me not being in monk mode. There you have it, my monk mode of 3 months in, why I do it, what it does to me, and why I will continue on not just finishing this for the next 3 months, but repeat it every year. Anytime I feel the need to go back into this and just be with me and just be selfish for me and focus on what I really need to do. Please subscribe if you would like to see more of contents like this in the future. I genuinely hope that this answer your question and it can help inspire you, even just for a little bit, that I can put a seed in your head, that you understand that you haven't hit your full potential and you are a lot bigger than who you think you are right now. Again, I know this is not easy, but it's just temporary and it will give you wings to fly into the future. Instead of just looking down, see everyone driving their car, give you a cheat sheet to get to your destination faster by growing your own mindset and building your own strength. Please leave in a comment if you see yourself doing this and share with me. I would love to see your journey. Wishing you strength and courage to start and commit to it. Let's evolve and level up together. If you like this video, you might like this one next. Sending you so much love. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.